Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. I am quite excited to show you this wrist release. So if you're somebody who is always on your phone or behind the computer, this is the video for you because it's a short and sweet release. So I saw Dr. Perry Nicholson of Stop Chasing Pain, credits to him, do these wrist moves, wrist releases. And I was really tickled because my dad had actually shown me these moves about over 20 years ago. And I'm pretty sure that he got it from either his Tai Chi instructor or acupuncture person. And so I just got quite excited and I want to reshare this with you because it does work. So we're going to pay attention to just two parts of the wrist for now, just the front and the back, the flexors and the extensors. And I want you to just stick out two fingers of your opposite hand. And all we're going to do is tap into those areas, the front and the back of the wrist, to build some blood flow, to establish some warmth and some heat, which is always good. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to spend a few seconds here, but you spend as long as you want. And then make a circle or a ring with your opposite hand, and then you just go this way and kind of slide it back and forth on that wrist. And you can already tell a difference that it feels a little bit warm, that blood flow is starting or being more encouraged in there. And then do the same for the other side, just using those two fingers. Like I said, you can always tap the front and the back for as long as you want and for as much as you want before you make the circle. Cuff it, and then you just go back and forth. You can even take off your watch if you want to. So this is like the first step. And then this time we are going to actually, you know what, just roll your shoulders and shake your arms and wrist just to finish that off. And then this next thing, we're actually going to extend our arms. So I'm going to situate myself here so it's a little clearer. But before you extend your arms, I want you to put your hands on one hand on top of the other and make sure that the fingers end where the wrist starts. Send the hands towards your chest with the palm facing your chest, and then slowly lengthen your arms forward, already feeling a stretch at the back of that wrist. And our next move here, we're actually going to steer our arms and our shoulders and our wrists, our hands left and right, like we're driving a steering wheel. This move I actually did not learn from my dad, and I just learned from Dr. Perry Nicholson. So I think it's a really good add-on to just the arm extension. Slowly come back, take a breather, pause, and then same thing on the other side. Stack one over the other. Wrists here and with the fingers right on top of it. Chest first. You can take a breath before you extend right here with the thumbs in place. And same thing, steer it left and right like you would a steering wheel. Feeling the stretch at the back of the wrist right there. So feels pretty good. And then this time, our last move, send it back. Of course, breathe, breathe, breathe. Place one hand over the other, but this time we are going to get the palms to face forward. And now you're really feeling this stretch on your forearms. Same thing, right? Wrist starts where the finger ends. And just steering it left and right. This is a little bit hard for me, but it's a good thing. It's a good kind of hard because that just means that the discomfort is information that I probably should be doing this a lot more often. Back and then up, forward, and then steer it left and right. I find that I can't really steer as big or as much as I want on this side because I'm really tight here in my forearms, and some of you may be feeling this as well. And after a few rounds, shake the arms, you shake the wrists, shake your shoulders, take a breath. Make sure that your spine remains neutral, your neck remains neutral as you're doing those moves. So you're not unnecessarily holding tension anywhere else because you just want to be able to focus on the wrist, the parts of the body that need that TLC. And so I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks.